Morning, folks. Welcome back. Jordan here at the Nutty Gnome Homestead. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different inside. As you can see, I'm still on the crutches, so I'm kind of limited in what I can do here on the farm. I've been making a lot of bread. We've been making all of our own bread here on the farm for many years. But something we haven't done until recently was preserve some of our sourdough starter. You would preserve your sourdough starter in case you forget to feed it and it dies. You send it to a friend while you're on vacation and they forget to feed it. It gets a mold in it. There's many reasons why a sourdough starter won't be good to make bread anymore. But we want to make sure that we keep that nice pungent flavor. We keep some back in some sort of preserved way that we can rehydrate it and make another starter that's going to taste the same as what we've already got. So today I'm going to show you guys how we preserve our sourdough starter by drying it. Now, we're not going to use a dehydrator today. We don't need any kind of special tools for this. Anybody can do this at home. All we're going to use is a well-fed, peaked sourdough starter. This is one that has the most amount of activity in it. You want it to be nice and bubbly. You want it to be at the top of its rise. That's going to have the most amount of activity. It's going to be great for preserving. Piece of parchment paper in a pan, guys. You don't even need a dehydrator for this. You can use one if you got it. It's great. Not everybody has one. So I'm going to show you how we can do this sitting on our counter, or you can put it in the oven to dry or whatnot. It works very well. So we're going to get you guys turned around and we're going to show you how we dehydrate some sourdough starter for use later on. So here we have our sourdough starter. This was fed up last night, so it's right at the peak. It was down to about here, so it's already peaked up. And you guys can see this has a lot of activity in it. Actually, it might just be a little bit past the peak, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and use it. All we're going to do is we're going to dump this out onto our parchment paper. Now we're going to spread this out. Now we're going to try to get this spread pretty thin. You can do this with a spatula, a spoon, or whatever you have, guys. So this is going to count as your discard for today. And we're just going to spread this out nice and thin. And we're going to let this set and dry. Now, if you don't want to set it out on your counter, like here in Southern Illinois, it's extremely humid. I think the temperature today is supposed to be like 94 degrees with a heat index of 110. So it's very humid outside. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this in our oven, but we're going to leave the oven light on. But we're not going to turn the oven on to where there's no heat. And that is going to provide just enough temperature to dry out the sourdough starter. You guys can see it's very thin here. You can see through it in many places. That's what you're looking for. The thinner you can get the spread, the better. There's all kinds of bubbles in it, guys. This is a really good starter. It's got a lot of good flavor in it. So we're going to put that up for a second, and that's it, guys. It's really this simple. It takes about 24 hours or so if you leave it out on your counter. If you put this in a dehydrator, that can be done somewhere in about 10 to 12 hours. If you put it in your oven, just keep an eye on it. Like I said, just leave your light on, turn your fan on if you're able to do that. It will dry out in about 10 to 12 hours in the oven as well. So that is all there is to drying out a sourdough starter. Now, one thing we haven't tried yet is freeze drying. My parents have a freeze dryer. I do plan on taking a batch over to them, but it takes 4 or 5 of those trays. And if we're going to turn it on, I'm going to make it worthwhile. So I'm going to try to take over at least a gallon of starter to put in the freeze dryer, and we'll see how that works as well. When this is dry, it's going to be nice and crunchy and crumbly in your fingers. You can go ahead and powder it up if you want to, or you can just break it up into pieces. We're just going to store it in a mason jar, put a lid on it. It'll be good. If you have a vacuum sealer, that would be best to keep moisture away from it, especially if you live in a high humidity area like we do here. But mason jar should be okay. This is going to last for a long time, guys. It's great in case you have an accident and you lose your starter, you drop your jar. Life happens, guys. At least you won't be able to have to start over. That's the big thing for us. We've worked really hard on getting our flavor profile that we like on our sourdough starter. I'd really hate to lose it. Check out our video on baking a loaf of sourdough bread using our starter that we have here. It's really good, really healthy for you guys. Anybody can do this. So until next time, get your starters going, make sure they peak, dry you some for a rainy day. You'll be glad you have it. Y'all stay safe.